Alright everyone, welcome back to Naval Action. This Friday we're going to do something I have never done before. We're going to sail something I've never been in before, and that is the mortar brig. Never played around with this ship before, and I had a few questions on it from some clanmates and others about how it works and what it's for and stuff like that. So I thought, well, let's make a video on it. Let's check it out. So the mortar brig is a small brig, but instead of being fitted with cannons mainly, it also has these two sunken areas into its main deck where we can fit mortars, hence the name mortar brig. So we can't see the cannons on it yet, but if we go into our ship overview here, here's the mortar brig. I've painted it so it has a slightly different appearance. It's usually the varnished wood color. This one I've mounted 12 24-pounder carrows on the lower deck. Got two 18-pounders on the stand. And what makes the mortar brig is the two 380-pound mortars, or a 13-inch mortar. Base damage is 896. It has a 65% reload, not 65%, but 65-second reload. Penetration is 600 all around because it's an HE shell or an explosive shell. So no matter the range, it's gonna have the same impact as it drops down on the enemy. How to fire these, I have no idea yet, but we'll see in a minute. I've built it out of a bit of seasoned teak I had lying around. Nothing fancy, 99 thickness, 3,682 hit points on the sides, a crew of 126-ish, and then I was sitting there thinking, what upgrade should I use on this? I had no idea. So for a mortar brig, it's going to be indirect fire mainly, so we want to keep our range at the enemy. So I was thinking, let's add a bit of hit points to it, a bit of reload. So I just chucked on an open magazine. Open magazine is not the best upgrade for reload speed, as it adds a higher fire probability, but I intend to keep well out of range, and just added a superior gunpowder to it for some odd reason I absolutely shouldn't have, but that's what I put on it. I had no idea really what this gun would or this boat would be about. And with the 600 penetration all over the on all the stats here, we don't really need the increased penetration there, but we may need a bit more oomph on the carronade if we're keeping that range. So that's why I put that one on. It's built in Santo Domingo, which is our main port, so it has a few port bonuses as well, and that's how she's built. I've unlocked absolutely no XP and no slots on it. As I said, this is the first time I'm taking this boat out, and we have a bit of repairs in the hold, and we'll take her out and probably find, I don't know, an LGV or something and try and chase that down just to play around with the mortars on it. So stick with me for a bit as we leave port and find ourselves a target hunt. Okay, so out of Lamona we have a heavy fog coming out, so it might take me a while to find something that's worth hunting, but hopefully it clears in a minute. I'll go searching for a target and I'll bring you right back in once we find something that's worth shooting at, and something that hopefully doesn't shoot back too much. See you in a second. Alright, welcome back. We're not far off Mona. Actually, you see her just there in the background. And we've just stumbled upon a trade snow. So we'll use that as a first practice. I would probably do this as a two-stage fight. Just get in there with the trade snow and get a handle on this trade brig. And then I want to show something else at the end of the video as well. But first up, let's tank up this trade snow. I'm going to keep in behind him. And this time flat on. little tactic, but we'll see. So here we go. First up, how on earth do we activate our mortar? That's the big issue. Go into the options menu and controls. Mortar mode, K, right. Okay. That's a mortar mode. Is that coming off the side or? Oh, damn. So it's kind of a balloon thingy. Okay. We have a minimum range on the mortars. We need a heck of a lot more range before we were able to fire there. How do I on... How do I fire that guy? Oh, just fire. Okay. We'll just see the splash, really. So this circle here must be our... like our target area, really. Again, as I said, this is completely blind. I've never played around with this thing. And, now we'll see. Running for it. Get out of mortar mode for a bit. Oh, so we were firing out over the side, right? Okay. So the question is, how much do we have to lead our target? Makes sense when we're firing over the side, obviously, as we're firing straight ahead, we'll be slamming into our own mast. Going full sails, probably. I'm going to do that. So, the mortar brig, somewhat historically, it wasn't used for chasing down other ships. It was to support squadrons engaging in fleets at anchor or fortified positions, which would usually be in a combination. You'll have a fortified position like forts or coastal batteries guarding the entrance to a harbour or an estuary where ships will hide out or stuff like that. And that's where you have the mortar brig to come in to attack these fortifications, really. So he's getting close there, but how much do we actually need to lead this guy and fire? You see the impacts here. Now, I have absolutely no idea where I'm sailing at the moment. Or how long the travel time is on the gun. I didn't see any impacts, did you? On the water or anything like it. Well, this is interesting. How do I... Is that a fixed range? So if it's a fixed range, then we kind of have to keep ourselves in position behind him. As I said, this is completely blind. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Oh, there we go. Just lead him a bit. Probably take a bit of time to travel. So there we go. Fire? No? Fire? Fire. Oh, we saw the cannons got to come out. I can zoom in like this. I'm kind of looking for the splash here of when the rounds hit. I have no idea how much I'm supposed to lead this guy to actually hit him. I'm not seeing any splashes at all. Or is he? I can't even see him in here. He's well away of us. He's just over there. Try not to lead him as much far again. I'm assuming this big circle here is our target area, and this is our aiming point. I have no idea of the dispersion on this mortar here, so kind of interesting. We've nowhere near hit him yet. And I'm not seeing any splashes, so actually a bit harder to judge how close you actually are to hitting the guy. Nor do I see the cannons. Oh, the balls coming in. Okay, so no idea. Come out of mortar mode for a bit. And closer range a bit. I did have the suggestion of bringing a secondary ship to work as a distraction slash demasting NPC. So you'll basically have a fleet ship that you set to demast and then take on a target, and that might have been better just to slow him down. But I'm not known for being the one to listen, really. So let's assume there's a bit of flight time. So I'm well ahead of him. And we see the shots go out. We don't see the shots travel, nor do we see the impact. And I don't know if that's down to the render range or anything. And it's a pretty nimble target that we have anyway, so and he's probably going to be leaving in about now. Yes. So first try, nothing, none the wiser. All right, I'll be changing taxes just slightly and I'll bring you right back in, okay? See you in a second. All right, we're back in another battle instance here, and this time we are in a somewhat different position. We are just up north in Monte Passage around Acadia, or however that port's name is pronounced. Once again, simple trade ship, and we're gonna try and slow him down. We're gonna set our friend to chain him down, and we're gonna try and chain him ourselves a bit so he doesn't run off as easily. And I'm gonna show you firing at a ship, but we also have a problem over there yonder. Let's say as far as coming in, we do have a shore fort firing at us. So first up, let's try and slow this guy down. Fire at the chain. Apparently we took out his rudder. Oh, that's our friend there. That guy, please demast him. Demast him. Don't destroy him. Demast him. Whoops. So make sure your first response is to control allies if needed. Now, I've been playing around with it a bit, and we saw before that when we went into artillery mode or mortar mode, we had this huge massive circle around. What I found is that is the dispersion area. That dispersion area is affected by your speed. It's kind of logical when you think about it. The more you move around, the more inaccurate your shot's going to be. So slower you go, the more accurate you're going to be. However, where the mortar really shines is somewhere to firing at guys like that. So the shore battery over here, if we can hit it, doesn't smash us to cinders first. Yeah, not yet. Flight time still somewhat off. But that's where the mortar brick really shines. That's for taking out defenses like that. We could pull out of range and save ourselves a bit more. Look at fire incoming. Get out of mortar mode for a bit and get at range from that shore battery in there. They're packing 42 pounders. We don't want to get too close to those though. And more chains loaded. If we can hit that guy over there, I'm not too confident at this range with Caros, but version is just off. And more range. We'll hit them once though. You move and fire, please. We have to do everything ourselves here. Now, the best thing to do for probably showing this off would have been a real friend, a live player, and have that player demast the enemy ship. But with the times I'm recording, it's just not feasible. So that's why we're trying to do it with the AI here, and people can't pull it off anyway. Screenshot coming in from our NPC ship. Do a whole lot of damage. There's a bit of an angle. It's down to 86%, so we'll see what we can do. I might cut out bits and bobs here just to speed up the video, and we've already spent quite some time just playing around, having small failures and aha moments, but now we're just going to try and take our time and chain it out. Ow. Bloody fool. A few hits. He's well out of our minimum range. Let's see if we can shoot in a shot at the fort. Really gonna be wildly inaccurate, but we've got the speed of this guy now. And there goes a mortar shot. I don't know if you just saw it, but he just plopped over here. Wildly inaccurate while you're moving as fast as we are. So definitely need stationary targets for a mortar break. Which kind of makes sense, doesn't it? It's indirect fire. It's not like your cannons where you're having a slightly curved but still relatively flat trajectory. Mortar brig is definitely something completely different. High rate of dispersion. We'll took down a few sails here, allows us to go down battle sails. Our French should be within range soon, so we'll have a full broadside from the Implacable coming in with chains. Crews are still coming out from the shore battery. Not ideal. Reload. Reload. Ow. Right in the face. Well, fire, damn you. Okay. Okay. Hey! Whale sharks, she's down. He's down somewhat. That's good. I mean, the Implacable. Keep up. Bit easier. Thing around with chains left. I'm just gonna slow down for a bit. We do have the crew advantage, so even if he gets close, he won't board. Maybe we can just reload before he gets near. That was a bit high, Implacable. Was a bit high. Gotta compensate for your heel there, mate. It's hard to get crews these days. That was the last of our chain shot. He's down to 48. And we are taking a bit of a pounding. So come away. £4. Now he's slowed now, so we're going to pull away and we'll let the Implacable fire. Have him do what he does, and we'll try to get a few shots in on the fort there. Need to get out of range of those 42 pounders in there. Yeah, those. It's down to 45%. I'm not overly impressed with the fire coming out of my my Implacable, I must say. Alright, let's come around here, see if we can slow down. The fort is still firing. Pull away a bit more then. We have the range, so no worries. That guy's pretty slowed now, and down to 37%. Didn't have a mast break, so try and stop here. See what we can do with the 42s are still in range, but we'll weather it. 30% on that guy, so pretty far down. Don't know why I shot the carriers. All right, come to a complete stop. Well, more or less. Zoom in. You'll see the circle is coming down smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller now. Simply by the effect that we've started moving. If we aim just slightly ahead of him. Just for the flight time. And see, if you lie still enough and aim at the same point, you can get into almost not a short hit, but you can narrow down the dispersion pretty much all the way. And he's down to 13% now. We're just off, just slightly off, so not moving much. So try and reload here and adjust our fire somewhat. Almost done reloading. Fire. We'll see that dispersion comes out as we fire again, simply by the recoil rocking the boat, making the platform unstable. With the flight time, he might just scoot out of the area, but we'll see. Ah, just short, just short. We would have hit him if we've let him a bit more. So up here. Fire. He's pretty well beat. He's down to 10% mast and rig structure left, so he's not moving anywhere really. He's basically dead in the water. Gold battery is still firing. It's 42s at our implacable. Still within the target circle. Should have impact fairly soon. Oh, just behind him. Like she's trying to move. Top of one mast is gone. Top of the second mast is gone. Oh, what's he down to? 2%. So he's basically not moving anywhere. Let's just shoot straight at him then. Might have been a bit short. Oh, we have almost a stationary target now. And we hit. Sorry, I didn't. Oh, we hit him. We hit him. Double shock on him. And a hell of a lot of damage. Alright, let's try again. One. Let the dispersion fall. And fire. It's a hell of a long flight time. I'm just going to check my mate here for a second. He's fine. Drifted a bit. Another hit and another shock. What kind of shock was it? Can't tell, but he is down. So he was pretty damaged from the implacable's first broadside, but 2 more hits from us and brought down his central structure. So you need stationary targets for mortar brigs. That's what I'm trying to say. I know this video has been running long for now, and yeah. So to recap, just to recap, mortar brig. It does a hell of a amount of impact once it actually hits. But what you need is to slow yourself down and your target down to actually get anywhere near it. The dispersion you see, you press K to get into mortar brig mode. And as soon as you fire, you get this aiming reticule. And it doesn't look like I'm actually able to shoot this guy, am I? Yes. There's our dispersion. So, oh, they have to turn, of course. So, the quicker you are, the bigger this circle is going to be. The longer time you have aimed in, the better it will be. See if we can actually get a shot in on the fort here. Problem is, as soon as we get out of waterline, you don't get an aiming reticule anymore, so you kind of have to guesstimate. The guns turn for now. Sure, I'm able to completely turn that far. Or Implacable is firing at the fort. Anything good? Oh, cover ingots. We want those. I'm just going to turn the boat here. We're going to have a few pot shots in on the fort there. Tell our mate to stop. Hold fire. We'll come to another stop ourselves. And then go back into mortar mode, really. Let the shoreline go. There we go. Right. Adjust over. A bit of pounding from the 42s. Zoom in. Let the dispersion fall. How far in do we need to be to hit the fort there? What do you guys reckon? Here? Shots coming out. It's coming back at us too. Let's see. Flight time is pretty long. There we go. One hit on the fort in there. Let's see if we did any sort of damage. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. We didn't even take out crew or anything. That's somewhat disappointing. Yeah. So this is the mortar brig. It is a I'd say a bit of a swing and miss weapon. I don't see its application really being used that much in naval action. But it's there if you want to play around with it, and if you want to like take out probably not square forts, you'll need a few of them to do that. Makes sense. But the Martello towers over here will probably be a bit of an easier target, as they only have a few guns and less hit points and stuff like that. But that's a mortar brig. I hope you enjoyed this look at it. I know it was a completely blind play around with it and a lot of trial and error, but I think it would be for most players coming in anyway. So, hope you enjoyed this quick look at the mortar brig. Or quick look, it was 40 minutes, but in my terms it's pretty quick anyway. So, don't forget, like, subscribe, comment down below what do you think of it, and if there's any other ways you think we should maybe have showcased the mortar brig. And until next time, stay safe.